Blender Bros just turned 6 years old, and first of all, what I would like to do is to thank you for your support, because we really appreciate it and we could not have done it without you. So really thank you guys. And traditionally, we're gonna run a 50% off sale on our store. We do it twice a year, once for the Black Friday and once for the Blender Bros anniversary. So you can go to blenderbros.com and you can get anything over there for 50% off, which is a really tremendous value for money. Now let me just pinpoint a few things on the store. First of all, if you're new to Blender or you're intermediate, grab the Hard Surface Accelerator. This is the best course for hard surface modeling, which is going to teach you not just the tools, the menus, but also the workflow. It's going to teach you how to render, how to create a portfolio ready image, and basically teach you the whole pipeline. Now, we don't teach subdivision modeling in this course or anything complex, because it will be simply too much. We have a separate course for this. There's a clear progression in learning Blender or learning anything, and if you're going to unload too much on one person, you're just gonna overwhelm them and they're gonna quit. So this course is specifically designed for beginners, and it's challenging enough but not too challenging to make it fun, but at the same time educational. And if you go to our testimonial page, you will see that we have thousands of testimonials and people simply love this course. So if you're a beginner or even intermediate and you're still struggling with the basics of Blender or hard surface modeling or even design, grab this course, you will love it. Now, next step would be the ultimate guide to hard-ups and box cutter 2.0. This one will teach you how to work more efficiently in Blender. So once you know the basics, once you know what's going on, once you know what's shading, etc., then you want to start working with add-ons, right? And add-ons going to amplify your performance, speed it up, make it more easy and fun to work in Blender, and you're going to absolutely love it. So this course, the ultimate guide to hard-ups and box cutter 2.0, is the most in-depth source of knowledge on these two add-ons or add-on workflow for hard surface modeling on the internet. Even the documentation isn't as detailed, also it's outdated. So this is the only source of knowledge. And this course contains everything, all the tools, all the menus, all the hidden tips and tricks, and my personal workflow. There's a whole section where I'm going to show you how to model this cool truck, and it's also, the detailing section, rendering section, the whole shebang. Now, if you want to expand your knowledge on modeling and you want to expand your knowledge on different tools and you want to actually experience different tools and different way of modeling, then grab one of our Plasticity courses, starting with the ultimate guide to Plasticity, in which I'll show you how to model this awesome ship with an interior. It's really cool. We're going to use booleans, we're going to use surfacing, so kind of a CAD software workflow. And this software is very powerful, it's very artist friendly, it's a very easy to learn workflow, especially if you come from Blender. And since there is a Blender to Plasticity bridge and vice versa, so it works both ways now, you can link these two softwares together and the workflow is just absolutely brilliant. So you can model in Plasticity, bring it to Blender, bring it back to Plasticity, and have a lot of fun. So if you're a creative person and your goal is to create designs, concepts, etc., Plasticity might be an amazing choice, so look into that as well. Now, if you want to texture your models and you want to pop your stuff on your portfolio and you don't want to deal with nodes and all these textures and nonsense, grab our add-on Materialworks. Now, this add-on will not only allow you to texture your stuff, but also detail it, because it contains 860 high quality decals and also 20 plus trim sheets, which is well over 1000 different details you can add to your models. It's insane. And then you can branch out to stuff like, for example, Rendering University. This course is fantastic if you really want to go in depth on rendering, lighting, camera work, composition, negative space, visual anchors, etc. I put into this course 25 of my experience as a visual artist from 3 different disciplines, and we go really deep, okay? So there's a theory section, there's a practical section, 1 or 2 or even 3. And we're going to be building a massive scene. We're going to be compositing stuff in Blender. It's a lot of fun, but you're going to learn a shit ton about, how camera works, how lighting works, how negative space works. It's all very important for rendering, but also it's essential for modeling, because these two things, they work together, and you know, it's just the same principle, right? Then if you want to go deeper on topology subject, we have a subdivision surface program, which by the way is using add-ons. It's a really add-on heavy workflow. So if you don't know the basics of Blender and you don't know the add-on workflow, you're gonna be struggling. This is not for people who are new to Blender, it's for people who are new to subdivision surface. Why? Because subdivision surface is a much more complex subject. It's abstract, so you really need to know the tools, know the workflow, know the add-ons and everything, and then you can focus on learning something on top of it. Okay, and topology is a tool, you know, you just use it when you need it. So it's just another tool, you know, in your pocket, in your belt, and you know, it's really good to know it. So that course is fantastic, so grab it if you want to learn subdivision surface modeling the efficient way, right? And lastly, if you are into, you know, for example, printing, we have a course for printing as well, so grab that. And this course will teach you how to clean a mesh in Blender, what to pay attention to. It's the whole workflow, everything is explained. And then we're going to work on a slicer, and I'm going to give you a lot of tips and tricks on how to set slicer, what to do, what not to do, you know, what's causing the issues, etc. So you have a really good understanding of, you know, how to work with meshes for printing. And you don't even have to own a printer for this one. You just can simply learn how to prep a mesh. So let's say you want to work for some, you know, company that prints, you don't need to own a printer, because, you know, the workflow is the same. Okay, again, thank you guys so much for your support. We really appreciate it, and you know, it's been a great ride, and we truly enjoy doing what we do, and we couldn't do it without you. So thank you so much for that. And again, if you want to grab our courses at a really amazing discount, it's a fantastic deal, 50% off. Go to blenderbros.com and snatch whatever you need. I'll see you inside.